What's up again there, guys? Brian here, D3 Top Skimmer, and I have another pretty awesome tier list style ranking video to share with you guys today. Now, it's actually been a while since I've actually done any kind of Dragon Ball ranking video. So since I've already done a ranking video, kind of just ranking my overall thoughts on the mass majority of Dragon Ball Z and Super characters, I'd figure, what if we went over all of the Dragon Ball Z and Super enemies, and I do my own personal ranking in terms of how much of a threat I would consider them to be. So that's what we're going to do here today. So if you do happen to enjoy this video by the end, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to check me on my future videos. And remember, if you guys have any ideas for future rankings or reviews or tier list style rankings or discussion videos in general, make sure you let me know in the comments down below, and I will try to get them up as soon as I can, as well as to make sure I give you a massive shout out. So, it actually took me a while to actually find a really good tier list that went over them, and I did happen to find one starting now, and this is actually a pretty good one. Now, the way I kind of rank my threats, there's 6 spots. Going from the bottom, if you're an F tier, you would not be considered a threat to me. If you're D, I would find you amusing. C is obviously average. B, you would be a solid workout. A, I would take you seriously, and then there's, oh my effing god, I'm screwed. Now, not necessarily I think I'm going to get killed in these type of fights, but I'd be like, I'm in for the fight of my life. Now, I'm kind of approaching this as if I'm like a Goku or Vegeta kind of character, so that's how I'm doing this ranking. So let's get the no threats out of the way first. I don't know who you are, but I know you work for Frieza, but I don't remember who you are. Kui, I could somehow remember you for some reason. I don't know why. Babidi, no threat. I mean, without Boo, you're not really very impressive. Who else on here would I don't even remember who you are. Like, all I know is you work for Babidi, and that's about it. So, I guess I don't even know your name. Who else would I not consider a threat? I think that's about it. So, as we go to the D tier, people who I find amusing, right off the back, I'm going to put the mass majority of the Ginyu Force. By that point, I would be pretty strong. I would not consider any member. Well, I guess, you know what, I'd take that back. I'll put Goru, Barret, and Jace as amusing. I think those are the weaker members of the Ginyu Force, and I would pair them together. I would just find them amusing just because I would like to see them do their little dance, and heck, I would even ask if I could join in and learn their little dance, because I always found that amusing, even as a kid, so that's where I would put them. Who else would I find amusing? Oh, Saiyaman. I would definitely find them amusing. Oh, poor Yamcha. Yamcha just got no respect during the Z period. I don't think he ever did anything significant. Who else would be amusing? Raditz. Raditz would be amusing. But you know what? I would definitely put him over the lower members of the Ginyu Force. You know, it's just a shame they never did more of Raditz. I mean, for someone who's literally Goku's brother, you'd think he would have a much bigger role. I mean, I would figure at some point they would have tried bringing him back. I would love to have seen a storyline where, like, Raditz came back, and he kind of became an ally to Goku, because Goku always has this way of kind of forming a kind of respectable relationship with his enemies. Like, even his enemies that hate him have a level of respect. Like, Frieza hates Goku, but there's like a level of respect. Cell hates Goku, but there's like a level of respect. And I don't think we ever got that with Raditz, and I would love to see them do something with him one day, just to have him have a much bigger role. Who else would I find amusing? Probably Nappa. I would put him below Raditz, even though I know Nappa's stronger than Raditz, but just, you know, big dumb bald guy who just has like rage problems. That's not a threat all that much. He'd probably beat himself mostly. Turtles. I don't know why, but I feel like calling him Turtles. He looks like Goku, and he was in the Tree of Might, so that's where I would put him. Who else is just not really who I find amusing? Lord Slug. No, you know what? No. Slug gets more respect than that. I think that's about it in terms of people I would find amusing. So I think that's good. As we go into average, who would I consider average? Okay, well, let's finish off the Ginyu Force. So I would put Captain Ginyu and Raccoon. I would say they're average. I definitely think they're the tougher members of the Ginyu Force, and Captain Ginyu is the captain of the Ginyu Force for a reason. So his ability to switch bodies would really be something I would watch out for. I damn sure would not want Captain Ginyu taking over my OP power body. Who else would be average? Let's see. I would put Lord Slug. I think Lord Slug would be average. Nothing too crazy, but eh. I would also put Dodoria, one of Frieza's henchmen, but not all that much of a threat. And I would also pair him with Zobora. Or Zarbon. Sorry, I don't know why I call him Zobora. Who else would be average? 19. I'd put 19 there, but yeah, he's like this big clown that Vegeta toyed with. I think Dr. Gero is average. And I think that's about it. I think everyone else moving forward would be like someone like, yeah, things are about to really start kicking off. So that's where I would put them. All right, going into the B. These are enemies that if I fought them, I think it would be a solid workout. I'm going to go with Dabura, Babidi's henchman, and I believe he's known as like the Demon King in some cases. I think he would be a pretty good workout. Who else would be a workout? Android 16. Android 16, I think he's more of a workout. Like, I think he just wants to test out my strength because he's not really a villain. And I wish we did more with him. I mean, I think his death was like the catalyst that gave Gohan his boost for Super Saiyan 2, so he does have his place. It's like, I kind of consider, like, Android 16 is for Gohan what Krillin was to Goku when he went to Super Saiyan for the first time. He was like that moment that really, really pushed him. Who else would be a solid workout? I would put androids 18 and 17 if I had to fight them. If I had to fight their evil versions, I think that would be a solid workout, but I'm pretty sure I could take them down. Who else? I think Android 13. I think in his base form, I think he'd be a workout, but like if he evolved to his like super android, I would probably take him I think he'd be like a low A tier, at least in my opinion. Who else? I think that is it. I think that's it for the. I think that's it for the B tier. A tier. We got to start taking these guys seriously. These fights are not. I probably could win I probably could win all of them, but like, it's gonna start getting hard. First, I'm going to put low, but I would take Evil Vegeta. If I had to fight an Evil Vegeta and he was like super powerful, I would take him seriously. I'm pretty sure I could beat him, but it's not going to be easy. Next, I feel like I need to put one of the Boos. I would put... You know what? I'd take that back. I would, I missed someone. Cooler. Where would I put Cooler? I would put Cooler... Cooler would be a workout. If Metal Cooler was on here, he might breach the A's, maybe, but I put him in the middle of the B tier. I feel like I need to put one of the Boos, but who would I be more freaked out about? I'm going to put Kid Buu. I think Kid Buu is the most unstable of the Boos. I think out of all of them, I think he's... I don't know. We did see Kid Buu start beating the crap out of Majin Buu, but like, I've been a lot more impressed with Majin Buu. So I would put Kid Buu. I would take him seriously, but I think he's just the most unstable. I don't think he's the strongest in terms of power and threat level. Next, I would put. This name is always hard for me to pronounce, but I think he's called Janemba. I would definitely take him seriously. Anybody who can beat the crap out of a Super Saiyan 3 Goku, so much so that you force Goku and Vegeta to have to fuse into Gogeta, and the fact that they were both dead at the time is someone you have to take seriously. You cannot go lightly on this guy. Who else would I take seriously? I mean, all these guys moving forward, I would take them seriously. But like, where would I put them? I think Broly. I think you have to take Broly seriously, especially Broly as he is now, because I believe in the comic books, I actually think he actually gets to become a Super Saiyan God. I believe so in the mangas. I think he trains a lot with Goku and Vegeta. Broly, especially with his ability to kind of adapt to opposing power levels. You have to take him very, very seriously. Hit. I would put Hit below Broly. I think he's strong on his own, but his only gimmick is his ability to kind of freeze time. And as we've seen, people like Jiren and Goku can get around that. So if they could do it, I'm pretty sure I could do it too, but that would be a really, really good fight. Who else would I take seriously? I would take Frieza seriously, but not. I mean, Frieza is someone I probably would have engaged multiple times, so I find it funny that they cut off Frieza's head. Frieza is a reoccurring character. I would take him very seriously, especially since I believe there's a new version of him called Black Frieza, and that one can actually contend with like even some of Goku and Vegeta's strongest forms. So, yeah, I would definitely take him seriously. Who else? I'm going to go with Goku Black. Very, very seriously. Almost S tier. But I think if the fusion with Zamasu was on here, I think that would be an S tier threat in my opinion. And I'm going to... Well, okay. Next, I would take Cell. I'm conflicted where I would put Cell. I think I'd put Cell... Damn, this is tough. Where would I put Cell? I always like Cell a lot more than Frieza. And Cell was one tough cookie. No, but you know what? I'm going to put him above Frieza. Can't put him over Hit. And Broly would just beat the crap out of him. So that's where I would put him. So, yeah. Yeah, that's where I would put him. Now we go to the S tier. These top 4 characters are, oh my effing god, I'm screwed. These are the fights I would be the most concerned about. Like, I'm not sure I'd even come out of these fights alive, but if I did, it'd be like the fight of a lifetime. Without question, I think lowest on this, I would go Majin Buu. Majin Buu was a lot stronger than a lot of people give him credit for. I mean, this guy fought a lot of people. I mean, got Vegeta killed. His strongest tech didn't do much. Beat the crap out of Gohan. Super Saiyan 3 Goku didn't really do too much. I don't even think Gotenks in Super Saiyan 3 could have done too much. And he got even stronger during the Super era. It's a real shame we never got to see him in the Tournament of Power. I would have loved to have seen what he would have done. And you have to remember, he actually got into shape for that. So it's just a shame that he apparently went to some hibernation. But above him, by far, the one version of Buu I would be the most scared of is Super Buu. Super Buu is by far the most dangerous version. And his ability to absorb just about anyone is definitely something I would be concerned about. I mean, when he absorbed Gohan, that was enough of a threat to even contend with Super Vegito. To the point where, like, even Super Vegito at some point had to get a little bit serious. And that says something. That says that this guy is not to be effed with. And these last two, I think it's pretty obvious. Who would I be screwed with? Jiren. Dear God. I think I'm curious how hard Jiren would go if he was allowed to kill. I mean, that's the thing you have to consider about the Tournament of Power, was that I think everyone was slightly held back because I think if they could go, if they were allowed to kill people, I think some people would have gone a little bit harder. And so, from what we saw, I think he would be a lot more of a threat if he was allowed to kill, which I'm sure he's more used to doing than just knocking people off the platforms or off the battle stage. So, yeah, I put Jiren, but by far the biggest threat is Beerus. And I don't even think we've ever seen Beerus actually go serious. I don't think we've even been allowed to see what Beerus could do with maximum power. I think even after all the training that Goku and Vegeta did with Whis and Beerus, I think Beerus was still stronger. I mean, there's even at one point where even Goku masters Ultra Instinct, and Vegeta, I believe he gets like Ultra Ego or something like that. And I think Beerus would still beat them both. And if someone like that is as strong as he is, I mean, you have to take him seriously. And that's probably the one fight I don't think, like, if I think if Beerus took me, like, went 100%, no holding back, intent to kill, I think he's the one person on this list I think I got no chance against. I would, like, offer him some food and beg for mercy. So that's what I would do. So that is my threat tier list ranking of all of the primary set of Dragon Ball Z and Super enemies. I would like to know, how would you guys rank them? Let me know in the comments down below. And like always, thank you guys for watching. You're awesome, and I'll see you guys next time.